We ready for something exciting? Remember, everything in this show, and this is, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, this is not a 2-hour show tonight. It's three hours, so just close the doors, order some pizza in, and let's have some fun. We have something just back in stock, folks. This sold out, I believe it was in April. It is just coming for our birthday month. Mighty Blaster. We're going to take your hose pipe and give it 50% more power. But not only that, we're going to give you the ability to finally clean the siding of your house, to clean the car, to detail, without necessarily the need of having a pressure washer. And one other thing that I love about this, you may have seen in the infomercial, this is specially designed. Thicker, larger, chunkier, ergonomically designed. If you have dexterity problems, if you have arthritis, this is nice to hold. You don't get one, you get two. On the infomercial, $15 gets you just the one. For $19 and change, you get two. Let me read 3 quick reviews and then we'll get straight into it. Here is what Kramer Boy in Florida says. So easy to use, and the nozzle has so many settings, from light spray to being a water blaster, just as it's called. The handle is really easy to use. I'm so glad I bought these. I always water my yard by hand, and this is the best nozzle I've found. They gave it the correct name because it is powerful. I watered my yard in much less time. I love it. Folks, if you order tonight, we are doing 2 FlexPay, which is what's so exciting. If you have the amazing Mighty Blaster, definitely tell us about it. Mr. Bill Duggan, your hose already, you're going. I'm going to be careful what I say there. Carry on.
I'm putting it to work, because that's just it. It's so simple, because this gives me 50% more pressure, 30 feet of distance, and when I want to turn it off, I just crank down that easy to use, or more importantly, I want to open it up to get a nice fan spray to delicately water down those plants. I have options with this, but it's comfortable. And I turned it off here in my hand versus running all the way back to the hose spigot, which, you know, can take the time and waste water. You see how it's designed? It's designed so it's comfortable. Normally when we want that extra pressure, we have to squeeze and keep that pressure engaged.
Yeah.
I just carry it like I would my handbag, my gym bag, or a briefcase. And what I like, it's stainless steel, aircraft grade aluminum, and even with wet hands, it's easy to turn this open. I'm gonna not point it at the camera, because I did that once before. That's not good here. But you're noticing I'm getting great coverage. I want to water down the plants that are way down there in the back of your yard. I don't even have to go over there. Or more importantly, I want to just open it up to lightly, delicately spray down, you know, the potted plants on the porch. Look at that delicate fan right here. I mean, that's options, and it's all with one nozzle. But you're not just getting one nozzle today, you're getting 2. So you're getting one for the front yard, you're getting one for the backyard, giving you extra pressure, added distance for every job around the house.
You just showed something as well that I totally forgot to mention. The fact Bill's turning it on and off. He's turning it on and off. He doesn't have to go to the tap. He doesn't have to go to the source. He can turn it on and off right there from the handle. When you look at this, when you feel this, it is well made.
Right.
And that's what's been interesting about those early reviews. The Mighty Blaster, because a lot of products that come on the marketplace seem to deteriorate and degrade and not particularly stand the test of time. This is brilliant. Folks, we are, it's always exciting to see, but we have hundreds of you dialing in. I'll keep you posted with quantity. What I like about this, to your point, though, Bill, is that not everybody wants to drag out a big pressure washer the entire time. That's a normal hose. No. You put that on and look what it does.
That's just it. No outlet needed. I'm delicately watering. I can go down to the stuff that's on the porch that, you know, we're cleaning up because people are coming over for that barbecue. It's 4th of July weekend, and it's that same nozzle. I want to turn it off because I want to save that water pressure. I open it up to really get that nice delicate spray, or I just crank it. My hands are wet, everybody, and I can still crank it. I'm not squeezing on that handle. It fits comfortably in my hand, because you see how those grips are designed. I want to show you how I'm getting 50% extra pressure. I have some pavers down here.
Okay.
I'm not even that close to them. What am I going to do? I'm not going to get my pressure washer.
Yeah.
I'm just going to knock these down with the power.
Oh, you broke that one. Oh.
And the thing is, when I want to dial it back, because maybe I don't need that much pressure, I have the option to do that with the same Mighty Blaster in the palm of my hand, giving me coverage, giving me quality in terms of construction, but also giving me options. We like options. That's why we go out and buy those other nozzles.
Sure.
Those other nozzles, we have to do all that squeezing, and it gets old and it gets cramped. Our hands get cold. We can't control it because they're wet.
Yep.
And I'm saving water as well. If you're like where I'm from, out in California, water's of a premium, so you don't want want to be wasting it when you have to run back and forth when you do get those jobs done. So it's a smarter way to use your water.
I think we're a lot more conscious now than I think maybe we ever were, and maybe it's because we realize that there are so many droughts everywhere that when you have something like this, it gives you the best of all worlds. It gives you more power in the palm of your hands. It means you're more water saving, more water conscious, because you can turn it off right from the nozzle, and the fact that you can hold it without having to push down on a trigger.
Right.
And the majority of the attachments that Bill, you and me would buy, you and I would buy, from the home store would mean that we would have to pull on the trigger the entire time, and that's not always easy. With this, you don't need to worry about it. Right. The reason I think why, beyond Bill's amazing demonstration, the reason why we're selling so many so quickly is probably this. Everywhere is selling seemingly one for $15. For our birthday month, while supplies last, we're going to send you two for $19. Maybe the front of the house, the back of the house, the side of the house, one for you, one for your daughter, one for your son, one for your next door neighbor. It's a great product. We'll send it to you with 30 days to try it and experience it. Bill, what we're cleaning next?
Okay, well, I just cleaned up the barbecue because we're going to be barbecuing this weekend. I want it to look all shiny. But then I noticed at the side of the house, look at the siding, it's way up there. I don't want to get up on the ladder. I don't have to get up on the ladder because my Mighty Blaster is going to give me 30 feet of distance.
Look at that.
50% extra pressure. So it's scrubbing in all those little grooves, getting that dirt and grime off of there from the safety of the ground. I mean, that's what we can all appreciate, because we do see these projects, whether it's the gutters, whether it's the siding, we have to get a ladder out. I'm not getting up on a ladder. I'm doing it conveniently down here on the ground. Oh, you notice there's some cobwebs on the screens over here?
Yeah.
This is what I appreciate too. If you ever just take a pressure washer to your screen or to your windows, you can actually do some damage.
Sure.
Because it's too much pressure. And I can actually adjust the pressure that I want and need conveniently here in the palm of my hands. I want a lighter pressure because, you know what, I have the hose out. So I've just washed down the side of the house, but, you know, I want to get the delicate plants. So I can just twist this, opening it up, because I'm going to just show you that distance. Watch out, Adam.
I'm moving.
I don't want to get you wet because the party's just starting.
I'm hiding.
So the thing is, you see how I have that extra distance, extra pressure, 50% more pressure, 30 feet of distance. Those delicate little plants are finally blooming. I can just twist this open, and you see how it goes from distance and pressure to a nice wide spray pattern. This is what you get in the comfort of your hand. I'm not doing any squeezing, everybody. I'm just holding it in my hand like I would a flashlight, like I would my cell phone, or just even a handbag. And more importantly, when it's time to turn it off and save that water, I just turn it off right here.
It's just a helping hand, you know. It makes life easier.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and one of the things that I love to do is to reminisce. You know, people always say, how did you get into doing that for a living? I always loved shopping TV. I remember when I was back home in England, when I was 10 years old, I used to be addicted to shopping television, and that's what I love to see, is products that maybe we didn't necessarily know about, products we never have seen before or seen out there in the stores, or maybe you saw something like it on a shelf, but you don't get to see it working. That's what HSN's here to do, is to bring it to life. So as we celebrate 38 years, and it really is all thanks to you, the HSN, you know, we were the first ever shopping channel to ever exist. So this is really all about us coming together and saying, here's some of our biggest hits, here's some of our biggest products. This is one of the new ones that came out this year that has had unbelievable success. People have loved it, people have enjoyed it, they've said, you know what, this really does work. It's so inexpensive, it's so affordable, but it makes life easier in the yard, it makes life easier in the garden. Now, one of the things that I know you're going to use this for clearly is going to be the car, detailing the car, the outside, the wheels. Because you've got power behind this, you can really blast off the grime.
That's just it. I'm not getting a scrub brush. I'm not getting out extra chemicals. I'm just going to power up my Mighty Blaster. It's full. It's ready to go. I don't have to run back and even turn on the hose. I can just twist open my Mighty Blaster right here with my wet hands, and you're going to see how that extra pressure is getting in all the grooves of my hubcap. It's really getting off that oil and grease and grime from the road. I'm not scrubbing. Guess who's doing that scrubbing? The Mighty Blaster. When I want to delicately just hit the windows or the hood of the car, not having that extra pressure, I can just open it up, getting a nice little fan spray, because notice if it's too strong, it's going to come back and get me wet. We don't want that. We got 3 hours to party still. So it's nicely, delicately washing the hood of the car. But you know what I noticed? I noticed the patio over there, it needs a little bit of water. I'm not even going to go over to the patio. I'm going to let the Mighty Blaster reach the patio, reach the... Let's see if I can hit those milk bottles.
That is unbelievable.
And the thing is, it's all the same device, giving me all that great coverage, added usage. Maybe I'm getting that little potted plant right down there, because I don't want to trek the hose all the way over there. Time is money, right? We got to run out to the other barbecue and the beach and the pool and the barber and, you know, church or something like that. It's all right here in the palm of my hand. I turned it off. Aircraft grade aluminum. that's going to last you. Stainless steel, which is great, and easy to grab and adjust it because it's ergonomically designed. It's a fireman's nozzle, but you don't have to be a fireman.
Aircraft grade aluminum, stainless steel. I mean, I think a lot of folks will see the price and go, well, is this really going to last? Right. The answer is yes, absolutely. If you could hold this and feel it, you'd know what I mean. The handle is brilliant. It's thick, it's chunky. You'll see how Bill is in full control, and there is 50% more power, 50% more pressure coming through it. All right, Bill, 3 minutes left, sir. Close to 1,000 sold already.
Perfect.
With everyone on the phone line. I don't know, maybe 1,400 left before it's completely sold out. And the proof's in the pudding.
It really is. I mean, it really makes all those jobs that much easier because you're not squeezing that handle. You're not having to run in and switch out utensils.
No.
You're not having to store a big thing that requires power and hoses and attachment. You just need your Mighty Blaster. We scrub down the fence. We scrub down the siding. We have options right here, easy to grab onto. I want to wipe down this nice, wicker furniture. Have you ever thought about taking a pressure washer to wicker furniture? It could bust through some of that wicker. We have wicker furniture in my family that was literally my great-grandmother's, and we paint it and refresh it all the time, but it would bust through it, so I can pick the amount of pressure that I want. It's not one size of pressure. I'm going to actually dial it down a little bit, so I'm not going to hit my wicker, and I'm going to just open it up a little bit so I can get a little bit of more of a delicate spray, because, it's just dust from cars driving by or dust from, being out in the country. It's not a problem, but when I need more pressure, I can dial it down, because I can take that same nozzle, my same Mighty Blaster, that just freshened up my furniture, dusted off the siding, and I can go over to those pavers again, and I can knock those pavers over from way over here. Because that's the cool part about this. It's going to give me options. So remember those pavers? I'm not even that close. Adam, you're so good about dancing around the water. I love it. And the thing is, I can turn it off, or I can add that extra pressure. Knocking him down, guess how I'm knocking him down? With the power of water, not the power of getting out the pressure washer, but that's just by adding that Mighty Blaster in the palm of your hands. Remember? Think about what might be on your hose now. You're squeezing it. You have to cramp it down. Sure. You don't have all the different options of a jet spray and a delicate spray. You don't get 50 or 30 feet of extra distance. You don't get 50% more pressure, but you do with the Mighty Blaster. And you just hold it, just like you would, a pitcher of water or watering can even.
It's like it's a buy one, get one almost when you see the value. 2 flex pay, remember, does expire at... No, it'll be 10 o'clock tonight because it's a 3-hour show. So if you want to be able to get it, you've got till 10 p.m. to get that 2 flex pay to bring it home for under $10. All right. Oh, is it 9 o'clock? Oh, no, that's... Okay, this one, they are telling me now, forgive me, only till 9 p.m. on this. So if you want to do the 2 flex, you've got till 9 p.m. We're going to spend at the most an extra 60 seconds. My producer's telling me, Bill, the final minute, can we just do a quick top to toe?
I just love this device because it's giving me the extra distance and reach, so maybe my hose doesn't get there or I don't even have to get there. But then when I really want to just delicately switch it up, I can just twist it. My hands are wet, but I still have a great grip. So now I have a nice, big, delicate spray. I'm not squeezing. It fits comfortably in the palm of my hands. And when I want to save and conserve that water, whether I'm using that jet spray or that fan spray, I can turn it off just like that, and it's going to last me. You don't get one tonight. Well, the infomercial, you do. Here you get 2.
Bill, thank you, sir. You're here throughout the day, of course.
Yeah.
Throughout the show.
Lots of cake.
I know you're going to have lots of cake. Right, folks, stay in the ordering process. We'll let you know if and when it sells out. Now, everybody, because it's... Oh, thank you, my friend. Everybody gets a party gift, and this is... Jeff, thank you for that. I have this for you. I will tell you, yours might be a little light. Our producer, Allison, picked out one of the chocolate balls.
Allison, I'm coming for you.
She does love those.
But it make enough noise.
Now, because it's red hot.